I'm resetting my life to do all the things. We're not taking no for an answer. I don't really see a lot of resetting going on. Hey guys, welcome to the vlog this week. It is Monday, July 20th. It's Mama's birthday. We are taking her out to dinner tonight. She is 82 and she wants to go to Famous Dave's, and we're gonna go get the meal on the trash can lid. It's served on a big trash can lid, and that is what she's requested. Welcome to the vlog this week, and I am happy, so happy to announce that this week is the big reset week. We've been waiting for it a long time. It has been a long journey since April when Mom had her heart stent put in. We realized the time is now for her to go to assisted living. The move happened. She has had her heart valve replacement and she's on the mend. Her estate sale is this week, and then we move towards selling the house in the couple of weeks after that. Got to do a little bit of cleaning and getting rid of what doesn't sell and all that. Let me just say how excited we are. We are going to be diving into our life this week. By reset, I mean I'm getting my life back. I'm going to be able to see friends. I'm going to be able to go shopping. I'm going to be able to do some cooking in the kitchen. And I'm going to be able to dive into some projects that I haven't been able to get to for a very long time. We are long overdue. George and I have handled some major things for our family, and it is time for us to have our life back. And I'm so excited about it. So we'll be diving into a few things this week. Today has been really busy because, yeah, I know I just said we were having our life back. Yeah, today has been just a really busy, it's been kind of like an office day, you know? It's been like an office day. It's been kind of like an HR office day, matter of fact. I've been dealing with insurance. I'm still fighting my denial. We are several weeks in at this point, and it's been almost a month, I think. I am going to do a video on that once things get resolved, but it hasn't been shaken out yet. Don't know what the ending is going to be, but I will do a video on it, and I will tell the world once we are through with it. Of course, I mentioned the estate sale. The estate sale for Mom's villa is this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. By the time this video goes live, it will be all over. But we put all of that out to the world this morning, and as you might expect, that was a little crazy. Maybe a little crazier than I thought it would be, or maybe not. If you have ever handled an estate sale for your family, you know how things go, then you know how it went. As you can imagine, this morning was met with turmoil after the pictures went live and all of that. I am so happy to say that in my heart I have peace because I have God, and He knows what's in my heart, and He knows that I have done the best of my ability, everything that needed to be done in the order that it needed to be done. You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. If you've ever gone through and you've been the person in charge, you know what I mean, without it even being said. So yeah, we're going through that this morning until I just realized, you know, you can't keep saying the same things over and over again. That's the definition of insanity. So it's like I drew a boundary, and you don't have to tell people your boundaries. I gave it to God. There's nothing I can do about any of it now. It was one of those situations where, you know, you just need to tell people what you want or need, or forever hold your peace because it is too late now. I've been asked to void the contract and go ask for stuff back and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, no, I've been trying to get people to come do these things all for several weeks now. And everybody's busy. Don't I know it? I'm busy too. And I'm the one that's had to be over there every day going through stuff. So I don't want to hear it from anybody. We have a loving God, and I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so grateful for the hedge of peace that he can put around us, because, you know, the devil, he doesn't work with you directly. Sometimes he works through other people. We just give it to God and let God deal with the situation, because I don't have to have the last word. I don't have to be right. I don't have to be wrong. That should give you an idea of how my morning went, but we're all good. I do have to be at the doctor at 3:15 to speak with the doctor about getting a letter stating I don't have heart disease. It's been very difficult to get through this process of trying to fight this insurance. This whole thing has just been a spectacle, just let me tell you. So we'll save that for another video. However, again, I am really looking forward to this week, guys. We'll just go through every day some of the ways that I am attempting to get my life back. Today is not the day, apparently. Yeah, we're going to have some peaceful and fun times ahead. I'm praying for that, and I know it will happen, and we're going to have a reset week, and let's see how it goes, because anytime I ever try to do a reset video, the joke's on me. Maybe for once we can turn this around and try to do some things that we want to do and some things that we plan to do. So I'm calling it the reset video, and we'll see what happens. Stay tuned. You're not going to want to miss it.
Loud for the moon. I'm reaching out for you underground.
Hey guys, it is Tuesday now, and it's been a busy little morning. I tried to get a little bit of relaxing done as well as some laundry this morning, and I have met a friend that I haven't visited with in years, and we go way back a long time. So I will post some of that here. Actually, it's been kind of hard, if I'm being honest, to get this little video started. I started to start the vlog all over again today because I feel like yesterday I was just kind of numb and shocked over some things that happened. I wasn't myself. I mean, last Friday I was so excited to start this reset video and just to get my life back. You know, I've been studying Job, right? Some things happened to me yesterday that made me very sad and disappointed. And I don't know if you could tell when I opened the vlog, I was trying to be excited. And this morning I got up, you know, and I'm thinking, it's a new day. It's a new day. I had a dream last night, and God was showing me that there were spiritual forces that were at play on a different plane. I was able to visualize that there were evil and spiritual forces at play in a different plane on the universe. And I knew, and I realized what the dream was about. You know, God was showing me that there were things in a different realm that I could not see, that there were evil forces there, and that there were spiritual forces from God also there. The spiritual forces were kind of in a battle over my life. So I see that very clearly now, and it really has changed my day. And after that realization, the evil forces are still at play, and I'm not going to go into it here. That I have prayed over this person that is trying to, I don't really know how to say it, but I do have a person that is bothering me, mad at me, accusing me. You know, you try to explain yourself and then you realize this person isn't rational and you can't rationalize with them. I am okay because I know where my feet are planted and they are planted on solid ground. I know my heart and I know he knows my heart, and that's freaking all that matters to me. And if anybody has anything else to say about it, that's what I'm saying. You have to take it up with the man because it's no longer in my hands. But I am happy to say that I am giving myself a boundary of not interacting with this person until they can interact appropriately. I'm just not participating in it anymore. I've been too busy this week to reset my life because with mom and the insurance and the death of a friend and all this uncalled for badgering that is going on in my text blow-ups right now. We're going to have a good week, and I am going to go home and we're going to try and do a few things. It may even be tomorrow because my house needs some attention, laundry needs some attention, and those of us who handle big responsibilities that others don't end up having a lot to do, you know. And I'm going to go home and work on some things that I need to work on personally. We will eventually get to the reset in this blog, so hang in there. It's going to happen. We're not taking no for an answer. I gotta go, but now I'm being blocked by a truck, I think. There's the truck. It's a big darn truck, and he needs to get out of my way. So guys, I know it's been rough lately. I thought this week would be different, and it's not. But I am looking forward to our future. When I say that I want to reset and have my life back, these are the things that I'm talking about. Just take a look at them. I may not get to reset my world this week, but these are the things that I want to do. Now, I did get to work a puzzle recently, and it was very peaceful. I was able to finish a book. I do want to go and try a new acai bowl. George and I want to go and use our Total Wine gift card. It's in Cool Springs. It's hard for us to get across on the other side of Nashville to get there. I want to continue doing some of my hobbies, like making earrings and working in the scrapbook. I can check off Mom's birthday. I want to paint my office. I have some cooking things that I want to do. I want to try to make this fenadine sauce that I've heard about. We have some new places in town we haven't had time to try. And I want to make homemade pimento and cheese. I've got some household projects I want to do. You all know about sourdough bread. And I refuse to do it until I have a chunk of time daily to deal with it. I'm trying to get my health back. It's very difficult when we're having to eat out a lot. Of course, there's more recipes, more restaurants. I actually don't think that one's open yet. We have some gift cards to go out to eat that we haven't used. You know, I want to go on a vacation. I can mark that one off. See, I haven't even had time to mark things off the list. I want to make a homemade pasta salad, another restaurant to try. I cannot believe we have not been there yet. I have some discount shopping that I want to do, and I'm hoping to do that this Thursday. However, Mom wants to go shopping for her stuff, and by the time I'm finished with all that, there's probably not going to be time. I want to go consignment shopping. Got to sell Mom's house. That's going to be in the works very soon. There's just, you know, some chores and projects. I ordered the picture for my grandson boards. I try to change that up like every 6 months. I just really want to reset my life and be able to do all these things that I had wanted to do in summer. To be quite honest, let me switch it around. To be quite honest, all of the things, a lot of the things on the summer bucket list, not all of them, but a lot of the things actually rolled over from our spring bucket list, because I think along about in April is when we really got busy with Mom. We just really, it's been Project Mom since about mid-April. And it's looking like if we don't have some time to ourselves, and we're just going to be having to move all of this onto the fall bucket list. And honestly, we won't have time to do a lot of these things by then because fall gets really busy for us anyway. I truly feel that God is going to reward us for this season of life that we've given up. You know, it's fine. It's been for a family member. And so if I don't get to reset and work toward any of our goals this week because of the busy week it is, I've at least given you an idea of what I want to reset. This is my life, y'all, right now, and I take you along for whatever is happening. I enjoyed lunch with my friend, Diana. She and I, it's been years since we've had lunch or dinner, whatever it was we did. And it's been way too long. We're friends on Facebook, and we've caught up some that way through the years, but we had a lot of catching up to do today, and we were there forever. The waiters and waitresses kept coming. You know, we're like, we're sorry, you know, we're going to be here a while. They got a pretty good tip, but we caught up, and it was a lot of fun. That was Diana, and she was my teacher at Columbia Academy in the 11th grade, believe it or not. And we became really good friends. I think she has told the story. Back then, she asked us to write in our journals every day. Anything we wanted to write about. She was our English teacher, so she would read our journals. I think she kind of got to know me from my journals. You know me, I'm a blogger. It all started way back when. And I don't know, we just became close, and we went out to eat, you know, and had a lot of fun. And actually, she wasn't really all that much older than me, so, you know, we hit it off, and we're interested in a lot of the same things, and we hung out. And then I went to Lipscomb, which she had just graduated from. Yeah, so we lost base during the years. When Katie was in school and first started teaching, her granddaughter was in my daughter's class, and I walked in that school. Diana was teaching there at that school, and I heard her voice, and I'm like, I know that voice. And it was a grand reunion. We could not believe that we were standing there in front of each other, and it's so wonderful to have a nice sister in Christ, one that you can trust, a beautiful friend, and we've just had a fabulous conversation today. So I come out of that lunch just very refreshed and just really appreciate her and the time. I just enjoyed it. Then I went to the store, and we have lost a friend that I think I mentioned yesterday. And so there's a celebration of life for him. A lot going on, and my text is blowing up with people asking questions about the estate sale, or people mad at me over the estate sale. I'm going through a tough time, and that people are irritated with me, and I'm a sensitive soul. It does bother me on a lot of different levels, but then I have to turn around and give it to God because, you know, I know my heart and He knows my heart. That's all I can say. I've given it to Him, and so I don't have to deal with it anymore. Everyone has had opportunities to do what they need to do, and if they didn't do it, now is not the time to do it because it's too late. I've been preaching that all along, and this is where we are. The week of the estate sale, the week everything blew up. The one doing the hard work is the one that gets blamed for everything. So he's got it. And I don't believe I have to be anywhere tomorrow. And so I'm probably just going to stay here. And maybe we can actually start to get some of our life back tomorrow. We're going to keep trying. I think the whole reason for the reset, I've just been really excited to get some time back in our day and to get some peace back in our day. We'll see if we can turn this week around. You know, we've done it before. I just want to get some of these things done. Gonna rest and relax, and work on my to-do list, which I haven't been able to get much done this week. So see ya tomorrow. Things will be better. Didn't I say that yesterday?
Hey guys, I have decided to stop and read my book because I was going to read a little bit this morning and I got interrupted and got off track and got busy and it never happened. So I'm picking up my list where I left off this morning, and I decided this is the perfect book to continue reading because if I think my life is bad right now, this woman already had her mother living with her, and now she got a phone call that her father needs help. She's having to go and get him and move him into the house, into their son's bedroom who has gone to college. The father has 2 broken wrists. He can't even feed himself. She's having a rude awakening, and to top it off, the mother and father are divorced and now living in the same house. I am 66 pages in, and I have laughed out loud in this book, and I'm telling you, it's hard to make me laugh. And to make me laugh on a day when I wanted to cry and scream and yell and throw something at someone, for me to laugh, that's a really good thing. So if you have not read Eat Cake by Jeanne Ray, run to get this book. Let me tell you, I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to sit and enjoy this. We'll call this part of the reset. Most people reset by cleaning their house. I need to do that too. I'm just resetting to have some time to myself and enjoy life and do all the things. I'm resetting my life to do all the things. And I can feel it. It's going to be happening soon. We're going to be out. We're going to be able to live life again. And I'm starting it right here by reading this book. I didn't even have jeans to wear out of the house today. I had to dress up like I was going to church because I didn't have the laundry done enough. I thought I'd caught up, but all of my jeans were in the darks and I hadn't finished that load yet. So I've got them done now.
Okay, so with the latest rainstorm that we had last night that brought like 2.5 inches, we have additional leak spots in our bathroom ceiling. So that's all I'm going to say about that for now. Lately, I feel like my whole life just needs a reset. I feel like I'm behind in everything. I feel like I've been working a full-time job every day, just trying to keep up with everything that's being asked of me. I feel like I need to reset my home. We need major repairs to be fixed. I need to focus on my health or the lack thereof. I want to focus on my goals for YouTube and my goals for me personally. I need some time to reset and reboost my mind and my spirit. Lately, I feel like the world has just been closing in on me. Life has been very heavy, and it seems like there's not been a way out or escape, only moments in time, and then the next wave of activity begins. But I know that God is with me and He'll get me through this time period. But I really need a reset, y'all, and I'm trying to do the best this week that I can with the time I have.
I'm sitting here trying to blog, and oh my gosh, WordPress has this AI thing, and it does an excellent job. But it put the deer inside of this photo that I'm trying to put on my blog. So now I'm having to tell it to, can you please place the deer outside? Oh my goodness, that made me laugh. I needed to laugh. Much better. I made the Chihuahua beige. I made the coffee black with steam. And I had AI put the deer outside. So great job. Hey guys, well, it is Thursday already, and it's the day that I promised Mom I would take her shopping. It's also the day that I had promised myself that you and I would go shopping. I've been trying to do this little mini shopping trip that I do every March, since March, and it just really hasn't worked out yet. So my heart kind of sank when Mom said, I need to go shopping. And I'm like, well, I guess I'll let her have my shopping day because I sure don't have time to go out twice this week shopping. As you've seen so far, we've not been able to do a lot of resetting, and what I did get to reset was nothing that I'd planned, but doing housework. And there is a lot of housework still to be done. I get the kitchen clean and a load of laundry done, and we're over. The dust is a piling on thick everywhere across the house. Sheets need to be changed. I think this video is kind of morphing into, instead of a reset week, the week I attempted to have a reset week. I don't really see a lot of resetting going on. Every day, all the things I had planned for this YouTube, it didn't happen. I didn't have time. I mean, it's like I sit down and I look at my to-do list and I'm like, well, there's responsibilities over here, there's responsibilities here, there's things I need to do here. This is real important. Aside from that, I'll just tell you, my head is not in the greatest space. One thing that I have done for myself, which I have not shown you guys much of, maybe a little bit, I've been blogging this week because I've needed to journal my feelings due to some things that were going on in the background, which tried very hard to be in the foreground and it just didn't make it. And I can just put it away and I can set my boundaries and not have to ponder over it anymore. And that has helped me so much. That is kind of my therapy. Anyway, guys, I'm on the way to get Mom. I actually am very close to her unit. I pulled over because I was early. There's been a lot of traffic stuff going on in our area, and you never know how long it's going to take you to get over here. So I'm just popping in and telling you, okay, guys, this is not the reset video we had planned, but I'm happy to say that I do have tomorrow as mine. I've got to have a certain number of hours at home, and if I don't get it, I fall apart, and I'm very close to falling apart. And then having all of the drama in the back pocket, you know, I do not need this. So I had to put a boundary over there on that, you know, and try to put a band-aid on that. And then I realized, you know, I don't think this is fixable at this point. So I am going to go get Mom, and we're gonna go eat at Longhorn. I'm not even hungry. It's just not exactly been the week that we planned, but I'm gonna go get Mom now and be quiet. Hey guys, I'm so excited that I've got this done. I actually made a list of things in our pantry and also in our freezer and just wrote down some meals that we can make from that. I'm sure I missed a lot of things. I went through it as quickly as I could, but I think I got most everything. I want to make some healthy chocolate chip cookies. I mean, you guys can read this. I'm not going to read all of these. It'll take too much time, but yeah, we love pasta, so there are always pasta options in our house. Lots of beans, lots of rice, lots of canned soups and stews. A lot of these things are things that I stocked up with a year or two ago, and every now and then you need to rotate the pantry, and so we kind of need to start eating some of that stuff up, and then if we feel like we need to backstock again, then we can do that. I always like to have a lot of canned goods on hand in case we need it. You never know. So we'll eat what we have, and then we'll kind of do another little stock up campaign. Now, you can go through here. I mean, we have mixes, like for gumbo and ranch dip, taco seasoning. A lot of these things are actually from canned or boxed things. Maybe they're gifts that people gave us for Christmas, like matzo ball soup, fried rice masala, boxed things that we just need to make. But we do have quite a bit of frozen meat in the form of ribs and a fryer and pork and flounder and hamburger steaks, and stuff like that. So I just decided I would make a little poster board for them like we do our quarterly bucket list, and I'm going to hang it up in the kitchen. And when we're trying to figure out our meals for the week, we can look and see what we have on hand and then buy any fresh ingredients that we need to go with it. So yay, I'm so happy that I got something done on my list to kick off these reset days that we're trying to have, and just getting our life back and trying to get the house back up and operating again, after having been gone every day, a lot of the days since April. So I'm just really excited to get this done. All right, on to the next thing. Well, guys, it is time to put this beach puzzle up that I have worked, because I have a new one. So definitely the puzzle was one of the things that I wanted to reset, and I'm excited to work this one. I think it'll be easy because it's got dedicated colors. So I am excited to go ahead and get this one torn up and back in the box and start the new one. It takes me forever to start them, but then once I get it framed and the pieces kind of separated by color, it goes really fast from there. It just takes me forever to get the whole thing started. All right. I have been wanting to do this for like 3 weeks, but I saved it for the reset video because it's definitely one of the things that I wanted to reset. And I'm really liking just having a puzzle board up all the time. If I want to, I'll take time and come in here and put a few pieces in. I'm not going to start the new one today, but I am going to entice myself by setting it out. I also bought these pans a while back at Costco. I'm kind of thinking about getting some more because they're very helpful. But we used a couple in the kitchen, and honestly, to cook with, they just don't hold up very well. But if you use them as food trays and put, like if you're having sandwiches, you can put wax paper on there or parchment paper and serve your sandwiches on that and then wash them up. They make great serving plates, for sandwiches and things. But for me, I like them for the puzzle colors. So let's move on to the next thing. Hey guys, well, it has been a pretty productive Friday here. I was so thankful to have today off and make a little bit more strides toward my reset video this week. Didn't get
a lot done, but we did get a little bit done, and it made me feel a little bit better. One of the big things that I wanted to reset and dive back into is my YouTube channel. I've been wanting to reach some goals that I've set for myself, and one of the things I wanted to do was to have some business cards, and I've been noticing that you can do that on Canva. I have not priced it yet. I may change my mind, but I have been working on a cute little business card. They're square. I didn't want them to be like a regular business card. It's not like a regular business. So let me show you what I have here. It's probably going to change a little bit. I started working on this at 2:15 today. The afternoons are not my most creative time. Let me show you what I did here. So guys, let me tell you, I'm just playing around here, okay? I have no idea if this is going to be the main thing that I'm going to do, because when I go to buy these, if it's really horribly expensive, I may ditch the whole effort. But here is what I did, and I've got to check everything and make sure, but I really like that AI that one of my friends did for me. It's perfect, you know. I kind of wish the Christmas tree wasn't back there, but you know, that's okay. We love Christmas. It's kind of, you know, we throw a big thing here at Christmas, so I mean, it's fine that it's in there, but just look at that. I think that is so cute. If you do want to send me a card or letter, that is our business address here. The P.O. box is if you're sending a letter, and this address is for packages because, you know, they won't send to a P.O. box. I have our YouTube address on there, and then I started putting the social media websites on here. Seems like there's one more. Oh, I got to put my blog on there, my blog address, lesshustlemorecoffee.com. I got to go back and put that on there. Look, I have Dexter and Maddie in a little teacup, or not a teacup, but a coffee cup there. You know, and then I've got our email address down here. I was thinking the email address might need to be a little more prominent. I'm just kind of playing around with it this afternoon. I guess this is like the front, and this would be the back. So, and it's square. You can do so much with square. And when you hand a square one out, it just, you know, it's different than a business card. Maybe they'll actually put it on their fridge or whatever, but I want to be able to stick these in my letters when I write you guys back. When you send me something, I'm going to send you a little business card. At least that is my plan. I was kind of thinking I might make some stickers, you know, with our logo, or maybe something with Dexter and Maddie. I may actually take this one out and put the graphic that I normally use. I'll put that on the screen here that you guys see every week. I may actually use those. I think I like those better, but this one's cute too. So I don't know. We're just getting started, but I am so excited that I was able to hit the reset button and kind of get back into some of my work goals with the channel, other than just limping along trying to get these videos out for you guys. You know, it's just been really busy with Mom and her house and all that kind of stuff. So we're just so excited to be able to do some other things in our life. So we're hitting that reset button, and I'm just so happy that, you know, we were able to make some progress today. Okay guys, I was actually able to reset my grandson photo board. Every 6 months I go back in my photos and print out from Shutterfly some of my favorite photos, Most of these are what my daughter sends me, and I'm so appreciative that she does this. And so it was time to do this, and I finally got those ordered. They came in today, so I'm able to get this in this vlog. And then I took the last 6 months down, and then I will put these in a photo album for the boys. So just kind of keeps them a little bit of a actual photo album that they can go back and look on, because you know these digital photos may get lost someday, and they'll have these. I'm really happy getting some of these things done today. I tell you what, I really didn't think I was going to get to it this week, so this makes me very, very happy. Well, guys, I'm going to go ahead and close out the vlog this week. I have a feeling it's been a long one, and I'm probably going to have to cut half of it out. But, you know, we did our best to reset life here this week. You make these plans. Life throws you curveballs. You never know what it's going to bring. But we did get a couple of days in here, and I have a lot of house cleaning. Lots of things that I need to do this afternoon. It's already after 3. It's just hard to get to. I keep rolling it over, but I've got to get some things done. So I'm going to get off of here and do that now. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the week. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Don't forget to subscribe and leave me a comment, because I love Saturdays and Sundays. That's when I get most of my comments. I really enjoy chatting with you guys, and I appreciate it every week. You know, I just enjoy it, getting in there and commenting back. And my responses can be kind of long sometimes, because I'm kind of a wordy gal, but that's kind of why I started this vlog, so I could get some words out. I can get some thoughts out. So thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. And honestly, I don't know what we're going to get into next week. So I'm just going to leave it open, and we'll see what happens. I have no idea. I think it might be a busy week. So stay tuned. Bye now. We'll see you then.